So people ask me all the time, you have kids? I said, no, I don't have any kids. But I haven't done it yet. I haven't come close. But I love kids. I love children. I really do. So I say, but I have babies. I have a lot of babies, guys. And this is not a brag. I'm proud of these babies. So when I was 23, I arrived in town with $5 to my name and a couch. Thank God for a friend from high school who said, you can stay on my couch. And I know a guy. I swear I know a guy. I hustled. The day after I arrived here, I went down to ADIA, which is an temp service. I started working on the phones and ran. This is this company. You ask questions of people, they hang up on you. It was horrifying, but I did it, right? I made $8 an hour, and I scrapped together $160 after the first week. In the meantime, I'm getting ready to meet the guy, because I had these deck pictures of decks from Ohio, where my father lived, where I moved for a year and a half after college, where I was in Ohio, and I built some decks, maybe 10 of them, and I had taken pictures of them and put them on these but they weren't even redwood decks, which is what you build here. They were like Douglas fir decks, but some of them are majestic decks on the beaches of Malibu, up in the hills. They're my babies. I mean, they paid for them, but I created them. They found them. They found me through marketing. I had this whole, it's called LA Decks, and then I sold that business, or I didn't sell it. I gave it away, and I opened up this casting company. And during that time, I met two young girls because I had a little management thing I was doing, that are now stars. One was on a major show on CW, and the other one's named Alia Shawkat. She stars in Arrested Development. She's on a new show on TBS called Search Party, and she's an incredible young lady. Both of them would not be in the business, maybe, if I didn't sell their parents a product that was called the Kids and Teens Casting Kit. But that's not the end of it. And for 9 years, I've represented people that either made no money, little bit of money, or a lot of money. There was no in between. There was no middle class, right? You either made a lot of money or you were making a little bit or none. And last week, one of my babies got married because Meghan Markle was my client for 8 years. Okay? I remember when she came in 2000, she wasn't black enough, she wasn't white enough, she wasn't Latino enough, so she couldn't sign with the top agencies because she was beautiful. And we took her on and pushed her hard, and we put her career together. So am I responsible for her marrying Prince Harry? Obviously not. But without the brand, which I created over 8 years of hard work, she probably doesn't meet him, because she's not on a series, she doesn't go to the charity event that his friend went to, whatever. And I have a lot of babies. I mean, Eva Longoria was my baby, but she was my client. But I had Jill Marie Jones, Girlfriends, right? You guys see Girlfriends? That's a freaking great show. Jill Jones was my client, and I put her on that series. That's my baby. So, what does this mean to you? The whole purpose of social media is for you to have a passion and help other people and show them how to do it. Serve them. The new stars are people that are serving an audience, like Gary Vee, man, who's my boy. But you know what I mean? Like these are the people that inspire me, and then there's other people inspiring you. Maybe it's in fashion, but they're teaching you. They're not just, they're doing things. Those are your future babies. That's why you're here. Look at, if a guy walked in right now, or a girl, with an M16 and said, one of you fuckers is dying today, I'm not kidding you. I'm out. Because I've had a good first half. A good enough first half that I don't have regrets. I've had some ups and downs, but I've always had experiences. And I had babies. And so, if you can't be inspired by that idea of finding a passion and serving your audience for the next 30 years, you're just not good enough to work with me. Because I get excited, chills, when I think of it. And I can go around when I'm really depressed, which I don't get too often, but when I'll go to Palisades and I'll look at some old decks I built to remember that I have relevance beyond me. So people have had parties there, someone might get married there. You gotta have your own, man. You're not gonna live if you don't leave a legacy. And there's nothing better than social media. I mean, the amplification of your brand on social media is, I can show you how to amplify bigger than the city of Sacramento within 2 years. More people than in Sacramento can know you, care about you. And they're not gonna care about you because you're doing something for them. I mean, we have a meth and a heroin problem in this country that's horrifying. I bet almost nobody in this room has ever done any of that stuff, because you either do it, and it's like one of the things, you do it and you're fucked, or you don't do it at all. Why the hell would anybody who knows it's really bad for them do it? Because they got no hope. They have no role models. They live in Toledo. They don't have a father. Their mother's hooked on crack. They just don't have it. They don't have to have that life if they can be shown another way. But the world's changing. representation isn't just this anymore. Again, I'm not picking on you, you know what I'm saying. But it's now it's all colors, all types. And let me tell you something about the internet. It's not racist. The internet is a marketplace. Your color, your skin, or whatever the hell, your gender is no relevance to that market space. It's the most beautiful thing ever. You know, you have a store, you're a black owner of a store in a bad area of town, you got a problem, you know. But there's no bad area of town on the internet. You know what I mean? Like it's just open to everybody. So no excuses anymore. Start thinking about how you can serve your audience. When I meet with you individually or Lily, that's what we ask you. What's your passion? And you don't have to have all the answers right now, but if you don't have any passion in your life, you haven't found your God part. You haven't found the part of you that why you're existing. You didn't just come here for no reason. There is a place at the table for you. If you're not sampling enough of the buffet, you're not going to find what you love. So I'm okay with 4 months of you and I work together. You don't know. I'm okay with it because you need to learn, you need to start growing, and your audience will start to tell you what it is they like about you. Because your audience is a reflection of you. You only attract what you are. We know this from dating. You know, when we're lousy, we attract the worst motherfuckers. All of us do. You know, when we feel good about ourselves, our relationships tend to be way better. It's just, the world around us is a reflection of ourselves. Your Instagram, your YouTube, all of it's going to be a reflection of the way you feel about yourself, what your value level is. And I'm okay with it being low and then growing. That's okay too, as long as you allow your audience to do the same. So I expect all of you not to be experts when you start. I think you go to your audience and say, I'm not an expert at this, but I love fashion and I want to learn as much about it as I can. So on Fridays, I'm going to interview people that are in the fashion business. Yeah, you're going to direct message 100 motherfuckers, and you're going to say, hey, I have a show and I'd like to have you come on. You're going to 500 if you have. I don't care. Work till 3 in the morning and DM people. There's no excuses, guys, anymore. And then you'll have 3 cancel, and then 1 will show up, but you'll get 1 great interview out of it, and then people will be like, and you get like 14 comments, which you'll respond to every one, every direct message, every email for the next 4 years, you'll respond to everybody. Every person you respond to is going to change your life.